Assalamu alaikum. Today we're gonna be talking about combining data frames. So what do you mean by combining data frames? Now you will understand. First of all, obviously we need to import NumPy and Pandas. So combining data frames is technically concatenation. I think you already know concat because of NumPy, because you're supposed to take concat in NumPy before you take it in Pandas. So this is gonna be easy, but with some different stuff. There's some different, يعني, there is other things that you need to تحطها في بالك. First of all, concatenation is directly glue together data frames. So here as an example, we have data 1 and data 2, okay, and it has key A, and key A has all of these values, and we have key B, which is our column, and these are its values, and we have data 2. So this is just simply a dictionary. It's not a data frame yet, so we need to convert them to a data frame. So what we do is we name them first, and then we pass it inside pd.dataframe here for both of them. And when we print 1 and 2, we will find the two tables. Now there's two ways to concatenate in Pandas. The first one is to concat alongside rows. The other one is alongside columns. First, we're gonna take alongside rows. So concatenate along rows goes like this. For example, we created a data frame called axis 0, and we passed it inside pd.concat. We passed inside it 1 and 2. Okay, and we put the axis as 0, so it concatenates inside of alongside the rows. So when you do this, there's a way you can look at it. Is, for example, you're putting them under each other. Okay, so for the one table, you can see it's till here. But C and D had no values in these fields, so that's why we can't see anything for them in this side. And the same goes here for when we concatenated column 2 or the second data frame. Here we can't see anything for AB because there is no data that is there. As you can see here, you're technically just putting them under each other, but having 4 columns. Axis, the other one is along columns. You change the axis from 0 to 1, and this simply just puts them beside each other, as you can see here. There is another way to do this, is we make axis equal to 0, but columns match up. In case you wanted this, we do this two dot columns, sorry, we make it equal to 1 dot columns, and when we concatenate, it's like this. How do we merge? This is another way of concatenating data. It's simply, for example, here we have two data frames, or data frames, sorry. One is called registrations, the other is called login, with a lot of information inside. When we, for example, print registrations, this is one data frame with stuff here, and this is logins, the other data frame with different stuff here. So they both, as we can see here, they both share the same column in name, the same column name, which is name. But they still have some different values, and as we can see here, there is some names that are similar to each other. We have Andrew here and here, and we have Bob here and there. So pd.merge, what does it really do? Merge pandas data frames based on keys, on key columns, similar to a SQL join results based on how the parameter you put. So if you want to understand more about .merge, these are the explanation that is provided, so you can read this. For merging, we have different ways you can merge. You have inner, left, right, and outer. So we have 4 ways to join data frames. The first one, or an easy way to explain this, is by opening this picture. Here, as we can see, or as you can see, if we can, for example, now the 2 tables we had at the top, registration and logins. If we use merge.inner, pd.merge, we give it, we pass through registrations, logins. It also takes something called how and on which table you wanna merge, and how do you wanna merge. So as I said, how can be either inner, left, right, and outer. First, we're gonna explain inner. Inner, it will only give you the similarities between left table. For example, in our case is registrations and logins. So anything, for example, we concatenated or we merged on the names column. So any if in both columns, for example, have Andrew, these are the only stuff or the only names that are gonna appear in our new table, as we can see in this example. So this is the example over here, as you can see. What if we join a left? We join the how is left. We merge it on left. So left, it will give us everything that was in the left side. So here you need to make sure that you arrange these correctly. You put the order on, because sometimes it's relevant, and yeah, it's important. So in this case, everything that is on the left side will be included alongside with the similarities in the right table. So if both the right table and left table, they will be present. But for example, Claire and David are not present in the logins table or data frame, so they get a none value. If you merge or right, everything from the right table will be posted or will be in the new data frame. But when you look at so technically right is the opposite of left, and left is the opposite of right, if you know what I mean. And then we have outer. Outer just simply shows everything either from the right table, right data frame, or the left data frame, and everything is there. And the values, for example, here we have none values because they weren't, for example, Claire wasn't in both tables, wasn't in the, sorry, Claire was only provided in one table and wasn't in the other, so the other one has no value or recording for him, so that's why it's displayed as an NaN value. We can join on index or column, use combination. So these are tables. We can set these are different ways to manipulate the table. As we can see, we can set the index as the names. Yes. PD registration running if index equal true. I'm not sure about these two. Dealing with differing key column names in joint tables. Reset index. This is we are already familiar with this. And yes, this is everything you need to know about combining data frames.